Ain't Got It Yet podcast, episode 32, if I'm not mistaken. I got Novocaine.
What up, my brother?
Fam.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
How you living, bro?
I've been good, man. Happy to be here, San Diego. You know, it's always good to come visit.
I feel it. My guy had to pull out the Letterman on him, huh?
You know, something more is high. You know what I'm saying? Alumni.
Respect.
You feel me?
Respect, bro. I graduated high school in 2006, and that was like, well, they could have been gassing us, but that was like the first year when they made like the big like CAF looking championship ring as a class ring.
Yeah.
And my parents, they was like, all right, so then a class ring was like $350. My parents was like, so you can get a Letterman jacket, or you can get this ring. And I was like, I don't need that jacket. Like, let me get the ring.
You got the ring?
I got the ring, and I had it, like I said, I graduated in 06. I had it until 09. I was hanging out with this girl, and I left it in her back seat.
Oh, man.
And this was, I was living in North County, and she was living here in San Diego. And I didn't even realize it until the next morning. I'm like, yo, I left my ring in your car.
Yeah.
And actually what's funny is I had my class ring on, and I had one of them like little like plastic, like out the machine rings.
Oh,
I just thought it was fly. It was like clear and blue.
Right.
I used to wear it on my pinky. I just thought it was fly. And I took both of them off and left them in her car. And I'm like, yo, I left my ring in your car. And when she went back, she let her cousin borrow her car.
Oh,
and then
man.
when she went back, my class ring was gone, but the plastic one was. And
So
she didn't know what ring I was talking about. So she's like, yeah, I got it. And then so she come to my house. She's like, here's your ring. I'm like, this was like $5. I need the one. She's like, I don't know what you're talking about.
So you don't, it's just out there.
I never saw it again.
Out there in the cloud somewhere?
Yeah, exactly.
That's
It's in
crazy,
the cloud.
man.
Anyway, what's up with you, bro? Everything been, man?
Everything's been good, man. Moved out to LA in January. Just been, you know, networking and working as an influencer and getting to know people, going to different events. Been a blessing for real, man.
So that was January?
January, that's time flying, ain't it?
It is. It don't feel like it was that long ago.
Yeah, man.
We locked in, I want to say, maybe 2 months prior, maybe like November. Filmed the interview in your apartment that never came out.
Right.
But yeah, that don't seem like that's crazy.
Yeah,
flies,
time is flying. It don't wait on nobody, man.
Not at all. Not at all. I've been, especially, well, you don't have kids yet, but you learn that especially when you got kids. But anyway, how's LA been treating you?
It's been good. I thought, you know, I got acclimated like really fast, you know, when I was out there, because I was already going to events. I was just pushing from Dago to LA. And when I got to LA, it was just way easier. You know, that drive to LA, you going to events every week, you know, you're racking up the miles on your car, you're getting tired when you're hitting the road, and it's always traffic. So just being out there in LA, being in the mix has been really good.
Okay, so no plans on moving back anytime soon, huh?
I'm actually probably going to buy my first house in San Diego.
That's what's up. Congrats, bro.
Appreciate it, man.
That's coming like in a few months.
2024, yep.
My God.
Yeah. You know how to come back to Dago, man.
That's big dog stuff. Right? No matter where you bought the house, buying a house.
Right.
That's big dog stuff right there. Congrats,
man.
bro.
Appreciate it,
That's
man.
super dope, man. My guy really doing it.
Yeah.
So, I mean, I got a bunch of questions for you. And this ain't necessarily an interview. It's just two homies chopping it up. But also, you're, well, first of all, you're an influencer. A lot of people want to be influencers these days. And then you're a prominent person that's from here. And I feel like having a platform here in the city, I feel like I'd be doing the city a disservice if I didn't ask you certain questions about how you've made it to where you made it to. Because there could be somebody that wants to do it.
Facts.
You know what I mean? So that's my long-winded way of saying it's not an interview. We just chopping it up, but I definitely want to give the people something that they can.
Oh, we're going to give people gems. I'm not a gatekeeper, man.
Absolutely.
I want everybody to win.
So what's it, you see the videos online of like, you'll see like the influencer like set up the phone, then jump in bed and put the blanket over and be like, this is what influencers look like.
Right.
So what does the day in the life of an influencer look like? Well, for you anyway, what does your day look like?
Okay, so usually I wake up around like 7, you know what I'm saying? I hit the gym, you know, I've been hitting the gym every day. I usually like get home from the gym around like 9, and from like 10 to 1, I'm just creating, you know, in my creative mode. I put my phone away. I just really start, you know, creating those videos that I really like to post relatable content that everybody can relate to. If you're in elementary, if you're the oldest person on the planet, you know, we all live the same life, you know, in a sense. So I just think about my experiences and how people can relate to them.
Is it, I guess you kind of answered it, you don't really like look at like the trends or anything? You kind of, it seems like, I asked that because it seems like to be an influencer, you have to be like, pay attention to the trends and things like that.
Right.
But it also seems like you're someone that just kind of creates what you think is going to be funny to you, or like stuff that you would want to watch.
Right.
Because you're very popular. You're verified on all the platforms like all the other top influencers. But the way you create and the stuff that you put out is different and definitely unique to you. When a lot of influencers, they make their content like unique to them, but a lot of it is the same as some of the other ones.
Right.
And yours isn't. So where does that come from?
I think, like I said, just experiences, it's not really, I don't like throw shade on people who hop on trends, because that's how you can excel on hopping on trends. If you can put your spin on the trend, you can probably even go even more viral. But I think like long term, if it comes from you and it's your experience that you want to share with everybody, that's going to outweigh like what's going on every day,
And see, I know, and I feel like my audience should, because I've interviewed you once that did come out that people got to see. But so you came back from playing basketball overseas and just jumped right into like creating content.
Right.
What made you want to do that? You didn't want to hoop no more, or what?
I did want to hoop, but it was just like I think at the time where, like, because I was playing in Australia, I came back, there was no hoop going on, so I was just creating content, and a lot of people were like gravitating towards my videos, and I'm like, okay, people are starting to like this. And then I started getting, I hit 500K followers. Then I got my first brand deal, and it was like overseas, create content, hoop for fun, and get money. It's definitely, I should say this, as an overseas basketball player, I didn't play at the super high level where they're getting millions, where it's like, I played at the solid level where you're getting some stuff that you can live off of. But, I just felt like every time that I spent over there, it was a great experience, but I felt like I was wasting my time. I would come home and I would see people elevating, even working a 9 to 5 or, going to school, and they were elevating, getting their own place, getting their own apartment. And it was like getting their own car, and I'm staying with my uncle at the time because I didn't want to sign a lease because I was playing overseas. It's like, just to say I play overseas, at a solid level where, we're making money that you can live off of, but you're not gonna live the life you want. So am I just wasting my time? So that's when I came, like when the world started to open back up, and I was an influencer, and I could possibly go back overseas and hoop. I was just like, nah, I'm cool. I'm gonna go back to school. I went back to school, got my degree, and I started creating content more.
That's dope, man.
Yeah.
That's dope. I always tell people, man, not always tell people, but anyone that knows you, that's just from here in the city that knows you. And even people that don't know you, I use, like I got a couple cousins that are trying to be influencers, and I tell them, like, bro, like, it's never too late, like, jump on it.
Right.
And I always tell people the story about when I met you was when I interviewed you for the first time, because I had just got a 30-minute sports segment on an existing radio show, and I knew my first interview had to be from somebody in San Diego. And I already knew you just from following you online. I knew you were a professional basketball player, and I saw that you had just got verified on Snapchat or TikTok at the time.
Yep.
And I was like, it was kind of both for me. I was like, I need a San Diego person, and I was like, he just got verified. If I have him on my first show, this will really like do something for me. Like he making moves out here. And then like I had you come in.
That was your first one?
That was my very first one, bro.
Wow.
That was my very first one.
That's crazy, man. I didn't even know that.
Yeah, absolutely,
Dang.
absolutely.
Okay.
That was my first one. And it's funny that you say that, because the guy that invited me onto that show, he saw me just doing post-game interviews at the high school, and he saw I was doing a podcast with my older brother at the time.
Oh, okay.
And so he was just like, bro, if those kids that you interview, if you could have them come on the show, I think that'd be a dope sports segment. I was like, you know what, that's a good idea. And then me and him actually had a falling out. And he was, what, it's funny, I haven't told this story publicly before, but like when we fell out, he was like treating me like I worked for him. I was like, bro, I just got a segment on your show, like that ain't. And the way he was talking was just kind of crazy. And I was like, bro, this is what he said to me. That show was on FM radio, that radio show that I was on, and my podcast was on Spotify and on YouTube at the time. And he kept on saying to me, bro, this is the radio. This is not a podcast, bro. This is the radio. It's not a podcast. And I was like, I know the difference, bro. Like, stop saying that to me. I'm starting to take it as disrespect. You said that a few times. Stop saying that to me, bro.
Right. And
he kept on saying it, and I was like, all right, bro, I'm cool off you, fam.
Yeah.
And literally, bro, the reason why I started my sports show that I still have was because he kept stunting on me, like saying, like, this is the radio. It's not a podcast. Like, you probably couldn't even do an hour. And so when me and him fell out, I talked to the station, the owner of the station there. I was like, hey, bro, I'm not really rocking with him no more, but I want, like, turn my 30-minute segment into a full show. Can we do that? He's like, yeah, come do it. But anyway, that's my long-winded way of saying like how you were like, bro, I was your first one for real. The guy, the owner of the station, when I asked him, he was like, well, have you done this before? I was like, no, that was my first show. And he was like, that was your first show? I was like, yeah. He was like, that was really good, man. He was like, I mean, you got some stuff that you need to learn. He was like, but for that to be your first interview, that was really, really good, bro.
I couldn't tell. I couldn't tell, man.
And literally, because I had that conversation, and that dude had been working in radio for 25 years. And when he was like, bro, you're pretty good at this. It might be something you want to stick with. That's literally why I'm still doing it. Because somebody like an OG in radio was like, you're pretty good. Keep doing it.
And the radio's not even relevant anymore.
Not anymore. He just told me that I was talented at, speaking into a microphone. So I was like, you know what, I'm gonna keep going.
And now we're here, 32 episodes in, bro.
Right?
It's crazy.
Right, for sure. But anyway, enough about me. Let's get back to you. So you got verified on TikTok. How does that process, it's different now because now you have to pay for it. So what was that?
Pay for it on Instagram, right?
Yeah, on Instagram.
Oh, yeah.
I don't know how the verification works on all the different platforms. Right. I just assume when you got to pay on one, you got to pay on all.
Nah.
Oh, okay.
Nah, you don't have to pay. Like, if you're connected to the people that, like, work at the app and they feel like you should be verified, they'll verify you.
Gotcha.
Like, my brother has been posting consistently on Snapchat, and I got him verified today.
That's dope.
Yeah, man.
That's dope.
My brother got 61,000 followers on Snap, and he just got verified today. So it's really just who you know and like having the paperwork to show that you're doing something, you know? So
that makes sense.
That paying for verification shit don't do it.
Nah, that's whack.
Do not do it. It's a scam.
I never have this like social media conversations publicly because I never want to be offensive to anyone.
Right.
And people pay for checks or engagement or followers for their own reasons.
Yeah.
I think it's whack, but people do it for their own reasons. So it's like you always gotta, for me anyway, I always be like, hey man, live your life.
Yeah.
But I'm like, for someone that's like actively trying to grow on social media, like always like raise my profile, like to see like someone jump thousands of followers and the likes and the comments
overnight.
Yeah, and the likes and the comments don't reflect that. Even if it's not overnight.
Yeah.
Even if I just come to a page and you 21,000 up.
Yeah, you got one, two comments.
Or if you got like 100 and something likes, it's like, bro, anyway. I never want to be one of them dudes that's like being all meticulous about that, but I just think paying for the engagement and paying for the followers.
Yeah, why? Why? Like, what's the point of doing that when you want to know who really supports you? How can you tell what, Mm-hmm. Just like how artists are paying for streams and they're not selling out shows. Mm-hmm. It's like,
I would argue that the people that are paying for that, they just want to look away. They're not. I feel like it's changed also because I feel like before, and you can correct me if I'm wrong. This is what you do, but I feel like before, if you just could show that you had a following, you could go and do something with that. No matter how you got that following, even if you paid for it, you could go be like, yo, I got 30,000 followers, rock with me. You could like potentially get a deal just based off having that. But I feel like you can't. It doesn't work that way.
Yeah, now people know their research and
exactly
behind everything. Yeah, and. Yeah, it's definitely like that now. Mm-hmm. Like you can quickly just, you can even go to somebody's likes and see if those are real people. Mm-hmm. It's that easy.
Yeah, see, I know, like I feel like you could tell what a real page looks like, but any further than that, I wouldn't know.
You could definitely do a little rundown.
And so social media has made the world a very interesting place. I like a lot of the changes that have happened, but the negative ones are disgusting. I'd say, but I like what it's made. It's made not just the internet has, but even social media even more so. It's made the world a smaller place, and it's made it where like we can all learn and like get to things that we potentially weren't able to get to before.
Right. Just growing up, we didn't have apps at all, bro. Now they got NIL deals. Like, come on, if I was at Morris High with the amount of I'd be a high school millionaire.
For sure. I just seen, shout out to Jay Carl going into his junior year at Carlsbad playing basketball. He just signed an NIL deal with Cali Strong, a local brand here in San Diego.
Oh, okay.
It's dope. He's not like some like thousands or millions of followers. Right. He has himself an NIL deal. I think that's dope.
Yeah, that is dope, man.
I think about that all the time, bro. If like, what's funny before I get to that, I asked this is way before. This is maybe like 4-5 years ago, maybe. I asked my older brother and my friend Jesse. We were pretty popular in high school. They started in, I was a backup in basketball, but I started in football, and they started in both. And I asked them, like, how many hundreds of thousands of dollars do you think, in your 4 years of high school, do you think you generated for the school? And then we all just got to, like, thinking about, it's like, that's when you think about, like, what you've done,
right.
Like, it's pretty crazy. And and like you said, if we had NIL deals back then, we might be able to get to some of that.
If we had apps back then too.
Yeah.
You know, everything is like, man, getting recruited back then was tough. Yeah. You know, we had the disc and all that. It's like dudes are just looking on social media and recruiting dudes off highlight films on socials, you know?
Mac McClung said that's how he got recruited. He said he wasn't, you know, Mac McClung is the white boy that just won the contest. Yeah. When he was in high school, granted he was a really good not great, but he was a really good high school basketball player, but he said he wasn't getting any looks. And he had someone come and start filming for him, and he sent the videos to Overtime. I think it was Overtime. He's like, yo, y'all should come watch me play. I'm getting off. Yeah. And he said off doing that, they came and watched him play, and he started getting looks.
Yeah, bro. It's a different time, man.
For sure.
Different time.
Absolutely. What's your favorite platform?
Snapchat.
Yeah?
Snapchat's my favorite platform.
I would have thought TikTok, no?
Nah.
Why do you like
TikTok's cool, but Snapchat is more a combination of TikTok and Instagram, kind of. Mm-hmm. Because Snapchat, now Snapchat has its own For You page like TikTok, right? And then I think I like Snapchat a lot because it's more like organic. You wake up and you don't have to get all, dressed up and stuff to talk to people on your stories. Mm-hmm. It's more like, so my Snapchat family, I call them my family, I don't call them followers. They're with me every day. I'm posting 100 snaps on my story a day. Then I'm posting 4 highlight videos of like TikTok videos on my spotlight. Mm-hmm. So they know me. I'm waking up, what up, y'all? I'm engaging with them. I'm responding to comments and stuff like that. So I think Snapchat is really like, I have a real community on there.
That's dope.
Yeah.
That's dope. What's your top 3? What's after Snapchat?
Snapchat would have to be TikTok, yeah. TikTok and then Instagram.
Wow, I wouldn't have thought that.
Yeah.
That makes sense though. Instagram is weird, bro.
Instagram's actually been better lately. Like this past month, I got like 30,000 new followers from posting on Reels.
Nice.
Reels are going up on Instagram. Mm-hmm. Reels are going up on Instagram. This is my gem for y'all. Start posting 2 to 3 times on Instagram Reels. They're pushing them.
Good to know. That's information for me too. And I was on it for a while. I haven't really posted in the last couple of weeks just because I got sick and I was dealing with some stuff. I was like, I'll get back to it when I get back to it. But yeah, I've noticed that like whenever I'm consistent, I experience growth. But my followers, I feel like are so, well, not fickle. I'm always like, I'll have like a month where it's like all basketball content. Right. They'll have like nothing but podcast content. So I feel like my followers are like, what am I supposed to be getting from this dude? Yeah. You know what I mean?
Maybe you should start implementing both like at the same time, instead of one consecutively for a month, like chop it up where you're getting basketball, you're getting podcasts, you're getting like throughout the week, so they'll know.
That was, when I was doing that, I was experiencing the most growth, but just recently, like I haven't made it to no games to film, so it's just been basketball content. But yeah, that's the goal and that's the plan for sure.
Yeah, man. Instagram is, and I feel like having followers on Instagram right now is probably, I feel like Snapchat pays the most, y'all. So if you guys aren't on Snap, get on Snap. Snapchat pays its creators the most. Like I got some friends that's making 6 figures a month on Snap. All right, yeah, 6 figures a month on Snap, but Instagram, if you have a big true following on Instagram, you can get a lot of brand deals. Like, so I'm trying to get to 1 million on Insta.
That's what's up.
Yeah.
You're gonna get there.
Yeah.
What kind of content should people be posting on Snapchat?
I would say 15-second videos, whatever you just feel. I mean, I post relatable content. But whatever your niche is, if it's basketball, post basketball. If it's, if it's food videos, post food videos, whatever you decide, but keep it within like 10 to 15 seconds.
Got you.
Yeah.
Got you. I also feel like that's another problem that I've had on Instagram is like a lot of my stuff is like close to a minute long. Yeah. So it's hard. I be trying my best to chop it down, bro, but just doing a long form podcast.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Especially if it's like this conversation probably be an hour plus. There'd be plenty of clips that we could find in here, but for me, the challenging part is getting them down to 15 seconds.
You should, yeah. I would say like for podcasts that I see do well are definitely like the punchlines. Like if I said, like when I said Snapchat is paying its creators 100,000, like that'll be like boom. You know, people will gravitate towards like those punchlines, and then you can direct them to the. That's gonna make them find where's this podcast at. You know, because I even had when I was shooting Nova and Friends, I had a video go viral on Facebook, right? And then they wanted to see the full video of the first episode, so they went to my YouTube, and my YouTube got a whole bunch of views.
That's what's up.
So it's just like doing the punchy stuff for your podcast, and just directing them to the full video.
And see, it's weird, bro, because I be when I'm here filming the podcast, having the conversation on the show, I try my best to have my focus be the conversation.
Right.
But, you know, I mean, I don't have nobody here, so I got to worry about what the video look like. I got to make sure this audio sounds good. And then while I'm speaking, I try my best to be here in the moment. I'm always present. I'm always in the moment. But I'm also thinking, like, am I speaking fast enough to, like, create a clip out of this? Am I being too long-winded? And I don't like having to do that. I'd rather just
be here and be the host, huh?
You know what I mean?
Yeah. I mean, I'd say, you know, for 2024, that's, you know, you done came a long way, Flicks, you know, so it's going to happen. You know what I'm saying? You're going to get some people behind you.
For sure.
Yeah.
What's something that's like extremely frustrating about being an influencer, if anything at all?
I would say just being like going against the algorithm, man. Algorithm is just, you know, you got to wake up every day and find it. You know what I'm saying? So it's like this, you know, being an entrepreneur is like this, you know, so influencer, entrepreneur, this is what I do full time, you know, so it's like, that's why I always try to lock in stuff for like 6 months. You know, when it comes to brand deals, I always try to lock in 6 months. I'll take a lower cut, you know, just to lock in something for 6 months because of, you know, just the markets like this. But I feel like that's like the only thing. When you're fighting against the algorithm and stuff like that, you know, it's tough. But, you know, I'm built for this, you know. Once you might have a slow month where you know, you're making not the money that you want to make, but then the next month, it'd be crazy. You know, like my last month, September, is the best month I had this year. Nice. Yeah.
Congrats, bro.
Thanks, man. It's been like long overdue, you know. But I'm just thankful that I stayed down. You know, I don't get too high like when I'm like my social media is doing well. I don't get too high when my social media is not doing well. I don't get too low. You know. I just stay like consistent with it. You know. Because you can't, you know, you'll have good months where you're getting 30 million views, and you'll have months where you're getting 10. You just got to be, you know, you just got to keep waking up every day and getting to it.
How did it feel when that first brand deal came in?
Oh, man, it felt great.
Yeah? Who was the first brand deal you had?
I had a brand deal from Roblox.
Yeah?
Yeah, Roblox, yep.
That's
so
cool.
They paid me $5,000, right? This is when I had 500K followers. And I was making like $4,000 overseas in a month playing in Australia, and I still had to like pay for gas and stuff like that, food, blah blah, you know. And I'm looking like I made $5,000 on one video, $4,000 in a month where I had to go to practice, I had to be in shape, I had to. It's like it was a no-brainer for me.
I got you.
You know.
I got you.
Yeah.
Tell me if you can. I don't know if you're. You know. Tell me like some of the the brand deals that you've had.
So I've worked with Sun Foods, Superfoods. It's like a vegan brand. I'm working right now with the Op Games. They make all the theme board games, and like from Monopoly, Q's Clues. They make this game called Tapple. So I'm working with them. I get all the games. Like I get to play all the games, and it's been really fun working with them. I worked with Puma, Jordan. Who else have I worked? Tootsie Roll.
Ghost Tequila.
Yeah, Ghost Tequila. Shout out to Ghost Tequila. Yeah, so it's been really good. And you know, I'm just trying to. I worked with Snapchat too. Snapchat. I feel like Snapchat gave me a brand deal too to do like some of their AI stuff. Nice. Yeah, so it's good to just to have these relationships. And I just spoke at a panel yesterday. A Snapchat panel at the headquarters to a bunch of brands like Apple, Hulu, Kellogg's, Sony Pictures. So they're really starting to like connect brands with influencers on Snap. So have a lot of more brand deals coming in.
With you, with like at this point, you probably with like 8 million followers across all your platforms.
Yeah.
When I first had you on the sports show, I remember you came in, you had a sweater with like your logo on it. I'm sure your logo's changed at this point, but you had stuff with like your branding on it.
Right.
With like you being like as visible as you've ever been at this point, how come you haven't thought about like getting that back going, like putting out your own merch or anything?
I got some merch in the works. I just feel like it's been just different. I have a lot of stuff on my plate, man.
I see.
You know?
Need an assistant, bro?
Yeah, I need like an agency. I think it's time for me to sign with an agency, something like that. I've been talking to a few agencies, but they want you to sign for like years. You know, and it's like I've been doing really well on my own and with Billy. Shout out to my boy Billy and my girl too. She helps me out a lot. But I think it's time for me to like get an agency that can really just help me, because like I said, I got the Snap show coming out. The music shit. A lot of I need the merch going. I'm doing consulting businesses now and helping them with their social media.
Yo.
I got my own marketing business, so it's like, man, I got a lot of shit on my plate.
Your own marketing business?
Yeah.
Talk to me about that.
So me and Billy started a marketing company. And
what's it called?
It's called Sadell Marketing Company. It's like, something. That's my middle name.
Okay.
But so we started, like the idea was, like I'm working with my frat brother at his law firm. It's actually over here in this area. I've been working with the Op Games, helping them with their marketing. But I think I've never seen any influencers with my following that are helping brands and businesses on social media. They look at me like, man, this dude doesn't even, he's not worried about brand deals all the time. He's worried about helping brands too, because I'm actively in the field that they're trying to grow on. So I think that's been, getting the word out for that has been generating a lot of new income, different streams, and, just helping people.
That's you already super lit, but I feel like a move like that that'll put you at the top.
Yeah, man.
That'll put you at the tippity top.
You don't see nobody doing that, bro.
I
said that yesterday at the panel, and it was like, man, this dude got 8 million, and he helping people out. He helping businesses, because I can see a brand. I can see it like with the law firm. I'm helping my frat brother, and he's been getting traction already. We already hit 200 followers. I've been helping. It's been this week. He's already at 200 on TikTok already. He's almost at 100 on YouTube. His YouTube, he got like 10K views on one of his short videos.
Oh, I need a lot. Oh yeah, but I need a lot of help on YouTube.
Yeah,
personally.
Shorts. You got to post some shorts, man.
Got to, yeah.
But his stuff is going up already, and it's only been like 3 or 4 days. So it's really just, finding the time to do that. But like I said, I wake up, I dream about marketing. It's something that I breathe marketing. Everything's marketing. You're marketing. We're marketing. You're marketing. Everything is marketing.
Absolutely.
So,
I feel like most people would do a lot better with a lot of the things that they did, and if they were more conscious of that like everything you put on is you're marketing something,
right?
Whether you try to or not. And I one of my homies that does podcasts, and he was telling me like, bro, like I'm talking with a couple like local brands here. They're gonna start like throwing me a little bread and some free gear to rock on the show. And he was like, bro, like how do you choose like who you gonna? And I was like, well, first I don't want nothing that's like a huge logo on my chest. Like this is my homie's logo, and it's like nice and small, and he put my name on it, so I don't have no problem rocking it. You know what I mean? But it's like. And that's why, like, I bought these. Normally, I'd be, like, over here, like, pouring a drink over here because I don't want to show no labels and stuff like that. And I feel like, but anyway, I feel like more people would, like, I feel like it would help everyone if they were just more conscious about the imaging that they're putting out and just, like, what they're putting on their body and, like, what they're holding and everything. You know what I
mean? Because the social media, they'll bring it up. Nothing ever goes lost, So you want to be brand friendly. Anytime, any chance you're on camera, you want to make sure you're brand friendly, especially high school athletes, college athletes, professional athletes, just anybody really. Watch what you put on socials, man. Make sure, always think of Disney Channel related content, That's my mindset. Like, so you might paint a picture on social media and you might be a whole different person, in real life, but it's like you are who you put on social media. You know, when people look at it, it's like your resume. So
I was already, it was already something that I thought about. I was already conscious of it, but I want to say either 2018 or 19, I was at the Drew League, and I didn't drive. I rode up with somebody, and I was running late, so I didn't get to like get fresh how I wanted to. So I had on just like this green Levi shirt, some black sweat shorts, and some green Vans that matched the shirt. And I remember I'm trying to be like trying to capture everything. And I got on this shirt that says Levi's mad big across the shirt. And this is back, it's an Adidas brand now, but this is back when the Drew League was a Nike brand.
Right.
And this dude came in like, I almost like wanted to say something, dude. He like tapped me mad hard and was like, hey bro, you gotta stand over there. And it's mad people, all kind of photographers on the floor. He's like, hey bro, you gotta go over there. I was like, all right, bro. And I went over, he's like, hey, bro, I want to apologize. Like, my boss came and told me to get you off the court because you got that big-ass Levi's shirt on. He's like, we can't have that, bro. Like, they all got Nike stuff on. I was like, oh, okay. And like I said, I was conscious of it. Like, I don't want to be a free billboard for anybody, and I don't want to be like, you know, I don't want to have like no big weed shirt or like, you know, I want to be like putting, you know, the right image out there. I wasn't even thinking about this is a Nike event, and I got on, you know what I mean? So that thing, that was like, it's a little different from the point I'm talking about, but that was something that had me like really like extremely conscious. Every time I get dressed, every time I'm buying clothes, like extremely conscious of what I'm copping for sure.
Right, because that's who they're going to associate you with what you got on, you know?
Absolutely. It's funny, bro. I was wearing I said it one time as a joke. I want to say, I think that same summer. I said it one time as a joke, something about like having a Vans deal. Yeah. This is why I was like wearing Vans like every day for months. And I showed up to some Nikes. One of the homies was like, bro, what happened to your what happened to your Vans deal? I was like, bro, I don't have no Vans deal, bro. I don't have no Vans deal. Anyway, back to you. You spoke on the music for a quick second. When can we expect more music?
I would say late November, man. So I'm flying to Miami, linking up with my boy Papier. Shout out to Papier, man, one of the top producers in the world. Shout out to Papier, one of the top producers in the world, man. So we're going out there. We're going to make my first EP. You know, I've always been putting out singles. And I went kind of on into the influencer world because influencer world pays more. Music is tough, you know. But, you know, it's time to circle back and really, you know, do this music shit for real.
Did the passion and the love for like creating music come about after becoming an influencer, or was that something you were already interested in?
I've always been interested in music. Like my mom used to play all the old school jams, you know what I'm saying? I don't know, I'm just I would say like an opportunist. Like if you got a platform, trial and error, figure out what you like to do. You know, if it works, it works. If it don't, it don't. Try something else. You know, but when you got a certain amount of eyes on you, like, you know, 8 million people on this device, you're going to find something out. So people started fucking with my music, you know. Was getting booked for shows. Went from promoting at Flux Nightclub as a promoter, street promoter, to performing at Flux Nightclub.
That's hard.
It's crazy, man. So, you know, like, shit, I'm going to keep it going. You know, so, yeah, man, that was a full circle moment right there, bro.
Yeah?
Used to be like, hey, ladies, y'all want to check out Flux Nightclub? Like, curving me and shit. To getting booked to perform there. It's crazy, man.
Talk to me about that kind of switch, like going from, I mean, you've always been like you were a popular basketball player, you're a handsome guy. I'm not but it's different going from like being who you were to 8 million people looking at you on the daily. Talk to me about that switch.
I wake up every day, bro, and just thank God, man. It don't seem real. You know, I'm like, damn, this is what I do for real. You know, it's just, I'm just so thankful, bro, because like I said, I was that overseas hooper, you know, going to the gym, saying I play overseas was cool, but I felt like I was doing it for people. You know, like, I play overseas. I wanted to feel like, you know, when I walk in the gym, oh, you play overseas. You know, that's what I was getting at. I was feeling the love, but my bank account wasn't feeling the love. I knew I was bullshitting, and just to say I play overseas, you know, it comes to a time where it's like, bro, you got to do some shit else. You got to figure it out. Time is ticking. You don't want to be 35, 36, 38, 40 overseas. I can understand 21, you know, fresh out of college, you playing overseas, you trying to figure it out. But this dude's over there that's 40 years old, playing in these small leagues, getting $500 a month. You just wait just to play, say I play overseas?
Yeah.
Come on, man. So, I don't know, man. It's just, I'm just thankful that I just made that. The pandemic really just helped me just transfer it over to some other shit, man. And it was like a smooth transition. It wasn't like, you know, a lot of people get sad that they're not hooping no more, you know. But I play basketball every day for fun. And I still talk shit. And I'm like, you niggas can't guard me. Excuse my language. You know, and I'm like, you know, I can still play. I can still hoop every day. I can still get a bucket.
Right.
You know, so that's what I do. Do it for fun.
Respect, bro. It's okay. Let me ask you this: Do you think that was easier for you because your whole identity wasn't wrapped up in basketball? Like, cause there's some. Let me not say that. Ooh, I'm gonna say something I shouldn't say. But there's some people that their sport is their identity and it's their whole life. And then once they don't make it in college or their pro career doesn't pan out the way they want, they got real like identity issues going on. Whether it's internal or they worried about the public persona. Do you think it was easy for you because your identity wasn't wrapped up in the sport, or do you think it's just?
I think my identity was wrapped up in the sport. It was.
Okay.
But I've always been one of those dudes where I'm not focused on what people, you know, necessarily care about me, you know. And it's like, if I want to try something new, shit, I'm going to try something new. And it's always going to be some haters, you know what I'm saying? There's always going to be people that don't support you until it's time to support you, and it's too late to support me. Like, the shit then already sailed, my boy. It's a wrap. But it's like, man, I learned a lot from basketball. Hard work, you know, consistency. You know, I still have those same values, and I just apply it to something else. You know, and a lot of people think that, you know, I even thought I was like, nah, NBA, basketball. But it takes somebody to really take a deep dive into themselves and look themselves in the mirror and be like, bro, you didn't give it everything you can. It's time to figure it out. And some people don't come to that realization until it's too late. Me, I'm like, nah, it's time to figure it out. The pandemic sat me down. No, get your ass back in school, finish your degree. And it's time to figure if I was going to go court. I dressed up. I went to some job interviews, you know what I'm saying? Some dentist office, little like the receptionist interviews, you know? But I was hustling on the side, doing the social media shit. And it just popped off, bro. It just popped off at the right time, and I thank God, man.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
That's dope. What was the how was it adjusting to just being out and just like hearing your name and like people like coming up to you and recognizing you? Like, what was that like? And I asked because, and I'm nowhere, like I just hit 5,000 followers on Instagram. I'm nowhere near where you, thank you, bro. Yeah. Nowhere near where you are, but I've made myself pretty popular here in San Diego to where like I go downtown, people are like, oh, I just went to Soul Sunday. And I walked in with the bro, he shook the homie's hand, he was like, oh, you the dude from the podcast. And I was like, yeah, and that happens to me pretty much every time.
Ain't that crazy though? You the dude from the podcast, but they're not even talking about basketball. It's podcast now. It's crazy.
And I love it. It took a lot of work, a lot of consistency. That's the one thing I could say. It took a lot of consistency, a lot of consistency. Because I've been potting for a long time, but I put out like 3 episodes and not put nothing out for a month. Put out 2 more and not put nothing out. But when I got consistent, then it like things really started to pop off. But anyway, like I'll be out somewhere and I'll just hear like, I've been here, there's a million Michaels. So I'll be hearing that all the time. And I'll be like, you hear like a flex, and be like, oh, like somebody that comes to me like, it like. Yeah. And because I share so much of myself and I speak just freely on the show, like people walk up to me like they know me, which is dope. I'm not dissing it. I appreciate it. But it also makes you be like, whoa, like, okay, I'll give you an example. And I want to hear your answer to this question. I'll give you an example. I was, the last radio station I worked at, I was pulling my wagon with all my equipment in it to the car. And this dude was driving. He was like, Mike, what up, bro? He threw his hands up, right? He's in the car. I'm pulling my wagon. He threw his hands, what up, bro? I was like, what's up? He's like, hey, I'm about to come around and say what's up. I have no clue who this guy is.
Right.
He's He's like, I'm about to come around and say what's up. I'm like, what's up, bro? He come around and I'm like, I'm trying to where do I recognize this car from? He gets out the car and dude looks familiar, but I have no clue where I know this dude from.
Right.
He's like, oh, how's everything good, man? I've been seeing you online doing your thing, this and that, da-da-da-da. I'm like, yeah, everything good, bro. He's like, yeah, man, we need to get up. Like, we need to get up, do something sometime. And I'm like, where do I know this nigga from?
Right. Happens all the time.
Right? And then he's like, and something told me not to do it, bro. Something told me not to do it and just play it off. But we sit there, this dude's talking to me like we're cousins, bro. Like I've known this nigga my whole life. The end of the conversation.
Don't tell me he said, yeah, you don't even know.
Nah, I did it. I should have just left it how it was.
I would leave it. Yeah.
I should have just left it, bro. I was like, remind me your name, bro? And he was like, bro, and this nigga was like up, like he was so excited to talk to me, bro.
Yeah.
I was like, remind me your name again? He was like, my name is Mike, bro. And I was like, this nigga got the same name as me, like everything. I felt so bad, bro.
Yeah.
Like, and now when that happens, like, I was like, yo, all love, big love, bro. And I don't ask no questions.
Me either.
If I don't know him, I just pretend like I do.
Right. Oh, every time. That's how I do it. and then if I'm with somebody, I'll introduce, hey, it's my boy. Right. Then get his name. Like, yeah, it's different.
I gotta steal that.
Yeah, it's different things because you don't ever want to let nobody down. You know.
Right.
And it's weird. It's awkward.
Mm-hmm.
Listen, when people come to me, it's so awkward, bro.
Mm-hmm.
But it just comes with the territory. It's cool, though, because you get real, genuine love. Mm-hmm. And everybody always trying to give you advice when you go out. Like, everybody want to give you advice. And it's cool, but just comes with it.
I haven't run into that.
Yeah. People be trying to give me advice so much. Like, in my ear, I'm out drinking. Like, yeah,
like,
man.
tell me what videos you should make or what?
Just talking to me, man.
I see.
Just talking to me. It's cool, though. It's cool. I love my city. And like I said, I'm not one of them gatekeeping ass dudes. I want everybody to win. You feel me? Because it's money out there for everybody. Why would I be like, nah, So.
The one thing I was telling my mom that about, like, how it's like, it's like kind of weird. Like, and my mom told me something. She was like, nah, that just means like, that means you're an approachable person. That's all that means. She was like, you want to be careful, but she was like, it just means you're an approachable person.
Right.
And I was like, it's funny when she said that, it made me think of you. Not that I'm an influencer, but it made me think of you, how you're like I didn't know you when I invited you on the show. And you was like, yeah, bro, pull up. You came up, show big love, you know what I mean? And just when I see you out, whether I've been like filming for you, or like I see you like doing the giveaways with the kids, bringing them all on the party bus, like you're very and it's not just for the camera. It's not just, you know what I mean? It's truly who you are. I know that from becoming your friend.
Right.
But I think that's why it is, though, because you're such a nice dude.
Yeah.
And you put that out to the world, like, you know what I mean? And you're not a guy that like creates this content and you seem like this super chill, super cool dude. And like we see you at Chefs or we see you out and you like in the section, like looking like you too good for niggas, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
You're never that way. And my mom said to me, and I think it's the same that's true for you. I think you've just made you're a very approachable person. I think that's it just comes off to people.
Yeah, I think that too about, that's why I try to be. You're going to get more support like that, being in the creator world, being in the artist world, rappers are like that. Influencers ain't standoffish. Everybody want to collab. Everybody's good vibes. That's just the influencer world. The artists, though, man, them dudes is bougie as hell, man. It's bougie. They bougie. But sure. I'm always going to be one of those dudes that show love, because I remember, like I said, when I was out wrangling to get girls in the club, and getting rejected and, I remember I was in middle school and I was lame, wearing a green shirt, all these people talking shit about me, So, it's all good.
I feel it.
Man.
That's what's up, man. It's funny, bro. I was telling EA one day, people that don't know, our friend of ours here in San Diego. I was telling him, bro, like you're one of the people that I watch online. I just get happy, bro. Like you're someone that I feel like. Granted, we've been like at this point like 5 years. I've known you now.
Right.
But I feel like I've known you for much longer than that. And when I see you like just doing your thing online, I think because I know you're a genuine dude and you're a dope person. I just like you're one of the people like you see online. He's like, good for him.
Right. Yeah. And I know when you be commenting on my stuff, like, man, proud of you, bro.
Absolutely.
Likewise, when I see you doing your thing too, man.
You've never given me the runaround. You've never, been like too busy or too important to pull up on me and like be on my shows or do anything for me. So yeah, bro. Absolutely.
Right,
I appreciate that, bro.
Yeah, no doubt, man.
Absolutely. What's up? What's next for you, bro? I mean, you say you got the music coming in November. You got the short film. Oh, no, you didn't say short film.
Snap show.
I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Other than that, you got anything else you working on? You just kind of putting your energy into those two things?
Yeah, I'm putting my energy into those right now. Snap show about to go crazy. Mm-hmm. Snap show about to go crazy, man.
Can you give the premise of that yet, or you kind of wanting to surprise the people?
Yeah, I kind of want to surprise the people, but it's gonna be fun. It's called Nova and Friends. I got a Snapchat show. You know, it's like a tongue twister. Let me say it again. I got a Snapchat show coming out. It's called Nova and Friends. Season 1 is already filmed. Flix was, behind the camera, what I'm saying? So, we're shooting season 2, so if y'all want to be on it, just let me know.
Absolutely.
You know?
Bro, I've been telling my last, I want to say 2 or 3 guests, bro, I want to get in my acting bag, bro.
Yeah?
I do. I went to, it was in elementary school. I went to performing arts elementary school, and it was like in all the plays. I did acting like all through elementary school.
Oh, okay.
I haven't done anything since, so I don't want to like say like I'm some seasoned actor.
Like Denzel.
I stopped in the 5th grade, so it ain't nothing like that. But,
Gotcha.
My guy, A1 Beans, I played a therapist in his music video.
Oh, okay.
I had a really good time doing it, bro. And before that, I've been saying like I kind of want to do some acting, like. Think it'd be fun.
I can see you being an actor.
Yeah, I want to do it, bro. And even in that, like, I didn't have no lines. I was just sitting there with my leg crossed with pretending to be a therapist. But I had a lot of fun doing it. And I was I got a short film that I plan on shooting pretty soon. I'm not going to be in that one, though. Actually, we're gonna talk off camera. This was maybe 2 years ago I reached out to you about it.
Right. Yeah, I remember. But you just told me, didn't you just tell me about it a couple weeks ago? I said I was down. Remember? Yeah, you reached out and asked me about it because you're shooting something.
No, that's the wine show.
I know. Oh, I didn't know. I thought you was talking about a short film too. You said something about a short film.
I might have.
You did.
When my ideas hit me, I gotta reach out to the people I want to be a part because I'm gonna mess around and forget. So
I said I was down. You already know I'm down.
Bet. That's gonna be a lot of fun.
Yeah,
that's gonna be a lot of fun. We'll talk about.
Stay tuned.
Absolutely. Anything else you want the people to know, bro? Anything else you want to put out there, man?
I just want to say, man, if you're out there grinding, I know a lot of people in high school, people who are grinding watch this podcast because Flix is that guy. Just stay at it, man. Stay consistent. Don't worry about the win because the win is coming. Don't worry about the win though. I think that we get focused on the win, the WHEN. The WIN is coming. Don't worry about the win. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, bro. I seen that quote and it just hit me because, we're so focused on things like certain deadlines that we have for ourselves. When God got a deadline for us, and His timing is perfect. God always comes through for me, man. Like for real. Mm-hmm. I'll be like, damn, what am I gonna do? And then God, like, bro, chill. I got you. Mm-hmm. So, like I said, don't worry about that. Just worry about the work. You put in the work, it's gonna come, bro. You sowing those seeds, it's gonna come. And just look at me as a testimony. I was sleeping on my uncle's couch, 2020. I didn't have a car. I didn't have a job. I didn't have nothing. I had good people around me. I had passion, something that you can't buy, And now, I'm not where I want to be, because I'm thinking about more. But shit, man, I got my own car. I'm about to buy my own house. I'm my own boss. And it's just from believing in myself. So believe in yourself, give yourself that chance, man, and the sky's the limit.
I was about to get out of here, but you just said a few things that I kind of want to ask you about. Where does that foundation of belief and also that religious foundation, where does that come from?
I think it's just like, I don't know, man. I feel like when you're a child, religion's kind of forced on you, right? Your mom make you go to church. Get up, go to church. Mm-hmm. And it kind of pushed me away, but I just developed my own relationship with God, and I'm not perfect, and God knows that, but it's like, I gotta give God the glory for everything that happens to me, bro, because I wouldn't, when you just really because I'm always locked in, I got tunnel vision, I can't even celebrate some shit. I got that. It's like a blessing and a curse because you don't get happy for every. you're thankful, but it's not. It's like what's next. I got that what's next mentality so much, bro, that I can't even celebrate wins because I'm focused on like the long. Like when is it gonna end? It's never gonna end. Never gonna be really satisfied because I always want more. And but just to look back at everything, you know, when you just sit down and, you know, take a look back at it, at like how far you came, you know, and them Snapchat memories come up and you see yourself on the couch, you know, and you see, like, I would never have thought that I'd be doing this full time, bro. You know, like, this shit is crazy. But I always knew God had a plan for me, whether it was basketball, whether it was a good 9 to 5, whether it was, you know. So I think my calling on this earth is really to inspire, man, to inspire. You know, I feel like I'm gonna be one. I want to be one of those people that can be approachable, like you said, give great advice, provide, you know, wisdom to people that are trying to be in the position that I'm in, because I feel like I've been through a lot of bullshit trying to get here because of, you know, people keeping those things from me, you know, when I'm just trying to reach out on some genuine shit, just to not know your sauce, but just some guidance, some steps, you know. And I think that's what's keeping me blessed, because I don't gatekeep. I don't withhold information. You know, I'm down to help anybody that wants to win. And it's crazy because sometimes, like, I went above and beyond. This is probably like a couple months ago. Like, an old friend that reached out to me and was like, "Yo, man, I see you doing really well on social media and shit. Like, how can I want to be an influencer?" I legit, like, typed all my sauce down, like, what I do, word for word, like, you know. And I haven't talked to this man in years, bro. Just the type of person I am, you know. Gave him that. He didn't do nothing with it. And then turn around a couple of weeks later, asked me for some money. I'm like, I gave you something that can make you millions if you really wanted to, but you don't got it, bro. You know? And sometimes you just gotta, you know, you gotta say what's up from a distance and just keep it pushing.
I've been learning that a lot lately, bro. Whether it's falling out with people that I thought I was cool, falling out with actual friends,
right? Falling
out with acquaintances that I thought were cooler than that,
right?
And just like seeing how people really give it up. I've been dealing with that a little.
Yeah.
But you say you don't celebrate. You move on to like what's next. When's the last time you sat back and had the opportunity to celebrate a win or celebrate an accomplishment that you can remember? Like, did you celebrate moving to LA?
Nah, I celebrated. The last one I celebrated, I don't even know, bro.
It's crazy. Yeah, I see you when you hit a milestone. You put the balloons in the back and take the picture. But even with that, you just take the picture and keep it moving.
Boom. Keep it moving. Let the balloons fly in the air. Just for something to look at as far as like a timeline. Yeah, I ain't really celebrated yet. Maybe when I bought my first house. Celebrated a little bit. Felt celebrated a little bit. I went on a cruise with my girl. Celebrated a little bit because I threw the first pitch in San Diego.
That was dope.
Shout out to the Padres,
That
man.
was dope, bro. I wanted to be there for that so bad.
Yeah, the Padres. I was so nervous out there.
Yeah.
Bro, like, when bro was like, well, they gave me my jersey. I had a little Novocaine jersey,
that
man.
Was hard.
But when I practiced the day before, you know, I was throwing some strikes. I'm like, okay. Like, I just didn't want to go out there and mess up, bro. You know, like, oh my God. They was like, just mess. My friends was telling me, just mess up. I said, nah.
Right.
And I was like, I can't have a good time until I get this pitch across. Right. You know, everybody's having Billy and them eating steaks. They had us living lavish in there, right? Billy and them and they like, what's wrong with Nove? I'm just locked in, right? Bro, so they had me throwing the pitch. When you get on the field, you looking up. It's like, man, okay, bro. After that Pledge of Allegiance, Star Spangled Banner, whatever, you know, it got serious. It's like, all right, you ready? Bro, I looked up. It was like 20,000 people there.
Yes, sir.
I'm like, all right, for sure. He said, all right, I want you to do this. I want you to wave. You know, they're going to put you on the Jumbotron, and then you're going to throw the first pitch. I'm like, all right. So we did it. I walked across. I'm like, all right, let's get to it. I can't fuck this one up. You get one shot.
Right.
You know?
Right. In front of all of them.
Right. So I just threw that, got it in there. I can have a good time now.
That was hard.
Yeah, man. It was you know, for the city to embrace you like that, bro, first pitch.
That's big time,
Man.
That's big time.
So I felt good about that. You know, being from Dago, going to Morris High, throwing the first pitch. And it was some people, I went to Shore Club that night, right, before I went back to LA. And this girl came up to me. She was like, man, I was there. I'm a teacher now, and we brought all our students there. And seeing you on that mound felt like I was up there. And I was like, man, that hit right there. You know, and we're not even like super close, you know? Like, been seeing her at a couple parties. She said, seeing you up there felt like I was up there.
That's dope.
I'm like, damn.
And again, that goes back to your relatableness and how approachable you are. That's
right.
dope, bro.
Yeah, man, that was a milestone for me right there.
Absolutely. I've only met him one time, but I plan on having him on the show. I want to shout out bro that made your pants, Steph Aesthetics on Instagram.
Oh man, he's dope.
Super dope, man. I've been sending him I'm actually Sunday, if I'm not mistaken. I seen something on Instagram. Now they be like cutting up like two sweaters and putting them together.
Yeah.
I seen one. I'm like, bro, how much you do this for me? He's like, yeah, bro. Quoted me a price. I'm like, yeah, I'll see you on Sunday. So he about to make something for me pretty soon.
You know, he's a hooper.
Yeah, he told me.
He was a baller. He went D1. Like.
He told me. I posted when EA, Roshan that plays with Frank and them and Drew, Aaron Felix, and Billy White. They all played ones at USD last summer.
Oh yeah, I seen that.
And I reposted one of the videos, I want to say a few months back, and he reshared it. He's like, I'll give all of them some smoke, and they all know it. That's why they're not going to reply to this comment right here.
Yeah, Steph was.
Yeah, I knew he was a hooper.
Yeah, he was for sure. He played overseas too.
That's what's up.
Yeah,
man. I think he said he got hurt.
Yeah, he got hurt. Yeah.
He doing his thing.
He's dope.
He about. I don't want to say he's about to, because I don't know what he's got in the works, but he has the talent to be one of those.
To be out of here.
Absolutely.
Yeah, you know how many compliments I got on my pants?
I'm sure. It
had me. I'm like, man, these pants is. Everybody like, where you get those pants? Where you get the Padre players asking me? Everybody.
That's what's up.
Yeah.
That's what's up. Speaking of Padre players, I want to have a Musgrove on the show. Being a San Diego guy, he went to Grossmont.
Yeah, Musgrove. I met Musgrove.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's super tall too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He looks tall on TV.
Yeah.
I just met his agent, I want to say.
Is it a girl?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I met her at the, Norman Powell had me come out and get some content for him. Not for him, but for the event, for the pickleball event.
Oh, yeah. I was going to go to that too, yeah.
I thought I would see you there. I was expecting to see you there. But yeah, I met a bunch of dope people there, bro. Andre Reed, met him and his wife there. But anyway, yeah, I met Musgrove's, no, matter of fact, Andre Reed's wife is Musgrove's agent.
Oh, okay.
Or manager, whichever one she is, but it's Andre Reed's wife. Yeah, I met her. Yeah, she dope people. She
Andre, you talking about
NFL?
The Bills?
Yeah.
Does he play for the Bills? He's retired?
Yeah, retired. He's in
light-skinned dude?
Hall of Fame. Yeah.
She is dope. I met her.
Yeah.
She's the real deal.
Yeah.
She has a whole bunch of agents. Yeah, she's the real deal, bro.
Mm-hmm. She got a bunch of clients that was on The Bachelor, like a bunch. She got a bunch of
Yep. So I got I haven't met her in person, but I've talked to her like right after I threw the pitch. She was trying to, connect me with other things like the hockey team and all that.
That's dope.
Yeah, she's locked in.
It's funny, bro. So I met. How did she get my number? I think she got my number just from I know the people, Cali Strong. They're one of the sponsors of the event. I think she got my number from them. I don't remember how we made the first connection, but she invited me out to some like celebrity like pizza shop.
Yeah, she told me about that too. Is it downtown?
That's why I brought it up, because she's like, yeah, I'm gonna add you. She was like, I see you doing some dope stuff in the city. I'm gonna add you to my influencers list, and whenever things are going on, you can be a part of it. I'm like, yo, that's love right there.
Yeah.
And she was like, do you know any other any influencer, prominent people from San Diego? I was like, this my guy. No. She's like, oh yeah, I already invited him. He's not gonna be in town.
Oh yeah. Yep.
I was like, of course, I already reached out. Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, she's dope, man.
Sure. That's what's up. I'm glad you went on that. The last thing you said, man. I'm glad, because I wrote it. I didn't put it on in my notes over there. I definitely wanted to talk to you about throwing out that first pitch. I'm glad you almost didn't get that in.
That first pitch was.
That's big time, bro.
Yeah,
that's
man.
Big time. My guy really out here doing it, man.
Yeah. Come on, man.
That's dope, man. That's dope. Yeah, I think that's a good spot to end it, man. I try not to, after I hit all my points, I try not to force it being here. Like, so what you talk about next?
Right, that was a good one.
Absolutely. I appreciate you pulling up on me, bro.
Yeah, bro.
Yeah,
man, you know it's long overdue, man.
Absolutely.
You know?
And then, like I said, we're going to have you on the wine show. Y'all look out for that, man. I ain't got a name for it, but I'm going to have another show coming out, I want to say the last week of October, right before Halloween. Another show coming out. It'll be really, really dope. And it's not a podcast. It's going to be just a show. Dope, handsome, and attractive people sitting around sipping wine, having dope conversations. Coming out real soon. Y'all be on the lookout for that.
Stay tuned.
Absolutely. My guy Nova going to be on there. Ain't Got It Yet podcast, episode 32. My guy Nova Kane. Appreciate y'all rocking with us, man. Take care.
Yes, sir.